Hi, my name is Sandy Carter, and I'm IBM's Social Business Evangelist, and welcome today to our Social Business Coffee Break. I love today's topic because it was crowdsourced by you. And the question is, what about email? Can email be social? What do you think? So here's my thoughts on email. You know, email in some enterprises is still the king. It is still the most popular used enterprise tool that is slowly shifting, but I believe it is overstretched. It's used in places that really it shouldn't be used in. Can you imagine when someone says, you know, hey, are you going to lunch today? And you're going back and forth with like 2-sentence words. Or when someone sends an email out and they copy a ton of people and every response goes to all groups of hundreds of people on that. Email is being used in ways that it's really not designed for. It's not the ideal tool for. So email today currently doesn't share enough social information, enough context. It's being used, I think, in the wrong way. So how can email become social today? Well, using social tools, you can really leverage these tools to engage in what I consider a more effective and a more efficient way. For instance, instead of using an attachment, using file sharing is much more effective and also much more social. You can see who else is downloading it. You always have the right file. Instead of collecting email addresses, a social profile, or what I call a directory, having all of your information pulled from hopefully HR records about you, can really help you engage, find experts. It can also help you engage appropriately. If you know presence, is the person online? Are they available? Is there a more effective way to communicate? To me, I think that there is the right place for email, and then I think social tools completely change the way that we work, the way that we collaborate. You can move into social in a very natural way. At IBM, we started by using profiles, that directory, and being able to search on an expert. And we used email for email notes, but we started using the profiles and finding someone through social. And then gradually we added into social some of the microblogging. And it was really accelerated in adoption because you can now search on those microblogs, on those wikis, and finding information very easily that you couldn't do in email. And then, of course, file sharing, right? I mean, who just hates all those big presentations flowing back and forth and not understanding which one is the right version? So I believe that social will be around. I think that using social email will add a lot of benefits. I agree with IDC that it will improve employee engagement. It helps to improve your productivity across the board using the right tool for the right job, right? You wouldn't take a hammer and trying to screw in a screw. You'd use a hammer to bang a nail, and that's exactly what you need to do here. Social email can be used for sharing, for reuse, can really help speed up your productivity. My name is Sandy Carter, and this has been our Social Business Coffee Break. Thank you.